let me take you on an incredible 30-year journey that begins way back in 1995 here in Taiwan. I'm Martin Moodie, and I've spent much of my working life visiting airports, talking about airports, and writing about airports. And I'm here at Taoyuan International Airport to bring you the extraordinary story of EVERRICH Duty Free, a travel retailer like no other. But this is no normal corporate story. Yes, it's a tale of commercial success, but it's far, far more than that. It's a story of culture, of heritage and sense of place, of service to passengers and to community, of giving back with heart and soul, and capturing the spirit and the essence of Taiwan. Kevin, EVERRICH this year is celebrating its 30th anniversary. It's been a remarkable journey. Tell us what have been the keys to the success of EVERRICH Duty Free.
So we're always focused on our fundamental work, being dressed up properly every day, and then we have the right staff, the staff who are willing to help, to service. We are only focused on what we should do to provide good service in the airport.
Sum up for me, Kevin, if you will, the DNA of EVERRICH Duty Free.
Our chairman really believed in beneficiary for everybody. So when we operate this airport, we believe the customer has to be benefited and the airport has to be benefited. And of course, our corporate and our staff have to be benefited. So we believe in finding the equilibrium or finding the best beneficiary for all the stakeholders.
We've all been stuck in airport waiting lounges. They're usually Spartan places to while away the time before you fly. It all feels so different here. EVERRICH Duty Free brings the waiting lounges to life. Each of them speaks to me in its own way about Taiwan. There's so many surprises here, even an AI health assistant.
I don't sleep well.
Based on your question, we will recommend a personalized dietary supplement home.
Part of your legacy is how you represent the sense of place of Taiwan.
Yes, the idea is still to really try to present an airport as a miniaturization of the city and the country. We want to present not only the heritage culture, but as well as the warmth of people and as well as the industries. So we try to run a cycle of rotations which we can fit for all the tourists. Yes.
Here, it's easy to forget you're in an airport. Instead, you find yourself on a voyage of discovery. And you know what? It feels like everything comes from the heart. Everyone here is cared for, whatever their age. Kevin, championing a sense of place about Taiwan is very, very important for EVERRICH Duty Free, and in this glorious zone, we can really see Taiwan brought to life.
So here you have the Taiwanese market shop, which here we showcase all the different types of Taiwanese heritage goods, which is aside from what you usually see is the core duty-free items. So you have the pottery, you have the paintings from the national museums. This is a place where we try to get a different experience from our pageant staff, which really showcase the heritage of this airport and the culture and the people behind it.
Yeah, and the people of Taiwan, tell me about that, because there's not a single ethnicity here. There's multiple layers to the Taiwanese culture, and that's really expressed here.
Well, in North Asia, Taiwan is the only place where you have Aboriginals, which is very well linked to the Maoris. And of course, we have the Hakka, we have the Pinnan, the Chinese culture behind it as well.
So just sum up for me what it means to be championing a multi-layered culture like this, and why you see that as so important.
Just imagine when you wake up at the airport, you never know where you are. So I think it's important to keep the special characteristic of the airport, of the people. And that is really to top off the essence of travel. You know, when you go somewhere, you don't want to go somewhere everywhere is the same and equal. You want to see what is special about this place, where they came from, and how and what are they working on, what is their product, which you want to bring back to your home to showcase to your friends or families.
Have you ever been invited to an airport where you can take part in a tea ceremony or learn about the art of tea rolling? This is truly getting a taste of Taiwan and making some new friends along the way. Sandy, it's lovely to meet you, and thank you for bringing me to this area. I think this is about the greatest whiskey experience you'll ever find in an airport globally. But Kevin, this looks interesting. What are you about to show me?
This is one of our comfort areas for our passengers. And this is a sand glass pool, which is made out of a recycled glass, which we collaborated with Taiwanese, the biggest glass maker for Taiwan.
And tell us about what it represents. Obviously with glass, we're talking about recycling and sustainability, that kind of thing.
So we're still talking about the cycle of life in commerce. Having the glass recycled and then to make it to use for multi-purpose. For example, here we use it for children's playground and for yoga walkways. This is the idea to have a full cycle of the business.
This is unlike anything I've experienced in 40 years of visiting airports. It's a full-on immersion into the heart of Taiwan. Taiwan ranks among the food capitals of the world, and EVERRICH has truly done that reputation justice, serving a delicious, diverse, and affordable array of cuisine. It's a fabulous foodie farewell to Taiwan. Tell us about the journey ahead. You've used a mantra for this anniversary year called Innovating Within. What's that all about, and what's the journey going to look like?
I believe we have great success for the past 30 years. And now, going on the future, there's a lot of generation gap, especially with the modernization now, digital world. How we make the ends meet, as well as the inside EVERRICH stakeholders to have the extension of this legacy. It's very important for me and the company. So going forward, with the changing world, I think if we can live up to our belief, and I think it's the most important thing. So we believe what we believe, and we show our belief through our actions, and we have something to show for it. And I think not just in time, but every day, which is something I'm looking forward to, me and the EVERRICH team.
There's a famous Confucius saying, at 30, one stands firm. It means having stayed true to your original ambitions and convictions. And EVERRICH Duty Free has certainly stood firm. Its core values today burning just as brightly as when it embarked on this remarkable journey 30 years ago. Principles of integrity, professionalism, innovation, and public welfare are being dedicated to the greater good. And now the journey continues. EVERRICH Duty Free has adopted the theme Innovating Within to celebrate its landmark 30-year anniversary. And that's both a reflection on the past and a promise for the future.